Good morning and welcome to Tea Time with Tanya. I'm Tanya. How you doing today? Today is Monday, April 12th, 2021. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Let's start today off with a blessing, shall we? Dear universe, dear creator, dear spirit guides, please give us a blessing for this Monday, the 12th of April 2021, a blessing for the collective for this day. Oh my goodness. That one flew. Oh my goodness, look at this tree. The blooming cherry tree. This is a blessed new beginning. A series of serendipitous events guides you to a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. Release all that no longer serves you. The past is behind you. Bless it and let it go. Your life is an eternal new beginning, moving through time. Namaste. Oh, this is a powerful blessing. Let me read this one more time, guys. A blessed new beginning. Look at that cherry tree blossoming. A series of serendipitous events guides you to a renewed sense of clarity and purpose. Release all that no longer serves you. The past is behind you. Bless it and let it go. Your life is an eternal new beginning, moving through time. Namaste. Release all that doesn't serve you. Bless it and let it go. Good morning, everybody. This was an amazing blessing. Oh, please open your hearts and receive that blessing. And I want to say, oh my gosh, ask and you shall receive. I asked for questions. I've got 3 pages of questions. Keep them coming, guys. It keeps me reading. And it keeps us in fresh new questions. I might have to push them out to the next reading, but your questions will be asked and answered. Thank you so much, everybody that contributed. Everybody. 3 pages. I've got questions through Friday. But let's get started with today. Okay? The first question I have today is from Veronica G. And this question is going to jump right into the George Floyd case. And this is a question that I've been wondering myself. Did George Floyd know that the $20 bill he had was counterfeit? Did George Floyd know? Did George Floyd know that the $20 bill that he had was counterfeit? Did George Floyd know that the $20 bill that he had was counterfeit? Okay. Whew. First card, we get the 6 of Wands. Travel by water, by waterway, routeway. Crossed by. This, we got 2 6s. The 6 of Pentacles. The cheerful giver. The benevolent one. The scales of justice that took George Floyd's life. Did George Floyd know that the counterfeit? He did know. He did know. Okay? He did know. Now the star is a yeah, no, yeah, but this is still a yes. So even if he wasn't completely sure, he knew that it could have been a counterfeit. He did know. Let's go ahead and pull the last 3. The Queen of Swords. This is the justice that was, oh my goodness. The 5th card, we get the yes, he knew. He knew. And the 6th card, oh my goodness. Secret meetings, back room, dirty money. Dirty money. And the 5 of Pentacles inverted reads disorder, chaos, ruin, and discord. Dang. Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. Mediocrity in work, puerility, pettiness, and weakness. That's what this is in reverse. I read the 5. This is the 3. So mediocrity in work, puerility, pettiness, and weakness. So tarot has told us, yes, George Floyd was aware that that $20 bill was not real. So he took that risk. And it was. And I believe he thought about it after he did it. Okay, that's so sad. Okay, let's clear that energy. Relight my sage, guys. Give me 1 second. Oh, that's so sad. But this is part of the free will that we are charged with, everyone. Because we have free will, we have the choice. We have every opportunity to change every moment of our lives just by changing our minds. I believe that what happened with George Floyd was meant to happen. And it was meant to happen in the way that it did happen. Because this was not about a $20 bad note. This was about a man being murdered by police in broad daylight. A man who was not resisting arrest was completely subdued. He was handcuffed behind his back and laying on the ground in excess of 9 minutes. He wasn't fighting. He wasn't running. He was begging for his life. So let's not get what occurred twisted. Okay? All right. I'm having a problem with my sage here this morning. So here we go. That's got it. Wonderful. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's see. Our second question. Let me sage and fire my cards just to break that negative energy. Whew. All right. Next question is from Jan B. Jan's question is, will Biden be able to undo the voting laws that have been enacted? So, in a majority of American states, they have enacted voter suppression laws. And Jan's question is, will the Biden administration be able to undo the voting laws that have been enacted? And actually, the only way that can be undone right now is if they pass John Lewis's voting protection bill. So, will the Biden administration be successful? Will they be able to undo the voting laws that have been enacted? Here we go. Here we go. First card, we get the Two of Wands. This is Joe Biden holding the weight of the world in his hands. Okay. This is possibilities crossed by the Four of Swords, the Coffin card. Four of Swords is vigilance, retreat, solitude. The Hermit's repose, exile, the tomb, and coffin. This is a yes or no question. Will the Biden administration be able to undo the unfair voting laws? Above, we get the Fool, folly, mania. This is walking off the cliff. But this is also the card that can become anything. This card can become anything in the deck. The fourth card, will Biden be able to undo the unfair voting laws? Guys, look at this. Look at this. We get temperance. This is balance. This is things being brought back into balance. This is also a yes. The fifth card. The past events, we get the Four of Cups. This is the question that the Republican Party does not want to take up. They don't want to do anything to protect voting rights. They only want to destroy and dismember voting rights. So the Republicans do not want this cut passed to them. And the sixth card, ooh, we get death. The end of a cycle. Okay, so guys, in the scheme of this read, the death card, the death card reads, end, mortality, destruction, corruption, destruction and corruption. But this is the end. We've got our answer. And it's because it's time. It's the end of this. This must stop. This racism, this separatism, these isms, all of this stuff that is going on that we are being forced to sit through front and center must change. And we must be active in changing it. It's not just going to happen by magic, guys. We all must lend our voices. If it's wrong, we must speak out, stand out against it in all instances, in all matters. That's what's going on right now. We have been silent for too long. Silence equals complicity. If we are silent when we see harms being done, then we are as responsible for those harms as the person or people who are doing them. The smallest thing we can do is to raise our voice for the justice and equity of another. That's the littlest thing we can do, is just to speak out against something. Okay, we're not Russia yet, guys. We don't have blocks of police officers beating us around the head for speaking our minds. But we are headed there if we continue to allow these politicians to do what they are doing. Okay, let's get right back into the questions. My next question is also from Jan B. And Jan's question, and what we were just talking about, will we ever be rid of Trumpism in the United States? And just what I just said, the only way that we will ever eradicate these types of things is to stand up and speak out, to let it not become the normal, to let people not be comfortable spewing hate and treating people badly. If we allow it, we can't change it. If we stand up against it, together, united, strong, and speak out every time we see it, that's when we change things. Excellent question, Jan. Excellent question. The only way that we will ever be rid of any isms is to work against them, to get rid of them, to speak truth where there are lies. Because almost everything with an ism at the end is built on a big stack of misinformation and outright lies. Okay? My next question is from Beautiful Girl. And this is another one about Derek Chauvin and George Floyd. Okay, Beautiful Girl asks, or she states, Derek Chauvin and George Floyd worked together. Why did Chauvin kill Floyd? Was there something else going on in their relationship? These two people knew each other. And this has not been brought up, I don't think, in the trial to a level that it should be if it has been, but I haven't heard it. These two people worked together. So Derek Chauvin knew who George Floyd was the moment he saw him. The moment he saw him. So the question is, why did Derek Chauvin kill George Floyd? Was this a vendetta? That's how I'm going to ask this. Was Derek Chauvin's killing of George Floyd a personal vendetta against him? Was Derek Chauvin's killing of George Floyd a personal vendetta against him? Here we go, guys. Oh my goodness. First card out, we get the Four of Rods. This is the Democratic happy family. This is also an affirmative. So I asked, did Derek Chauvin kill George Floyd? Was this a vendetta? Okay, that's a small yes, but that is a yes, crossed by the Queen of Pentacles. This is the woman who has everything that she needs. Has everything that she needs. The Queen of Pentacles is opulence, generosity, security, magnificence. I'm wondering if this had something to do with them on their security job together. The third card, and our answer again. Tarot is letting us know that this killing of George Floyd was a vendetta. Derek Chauvin killed George Floyd for personal reasons. It was personal. This was not a homicide. This was first degree murder. Derek Chauvin murdered intentionally a man that he knew and worked with. They were on first name basis with each other. Oh my goodness. The fourth card. We get the death. This was the outcome. This is what happened to George Floyd because of his encounter with Derek Chauvin. The fifth card. Tarot is just telling us this was personal. This was a vendetta. George Floyd was murdered by Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin set out to murder George Floyd that day. He knew what he was going to do, and he was going to make sure that George Floyd was dead. That's why he kneeled on his neck for 3 minutes more, not letting the paramedics take his pulse, not repositioning him, not doing anything. We witnessed first-degree murder on film. He was murdered because Derek Chauvin did not like George Floyd. And I kind of I feel like this was because I feel like Chauvin had gotten reprimanded or something, hours cut from the nightclub that they worked at because of his terroristic behavior. And he liked to shove black guys around, guys. He enjoyed this. He was a person who wanted to always show how powerful he is. So let's not get it twisted. Derek Chauvin murdered. There was no accident. This was premeditated murder. And what he is going to get charged with isn't even a fifth of what he did. He did it with impunity. He did it with an evil heart. Whew. I gotta sage these cards again. My sage went out again. Okay, these big questions are blowing my sage out, guys. Woo, alrighty. Good question. Beautiful girl. That is so sad that this is the world that we're living in today. This is where we are today. But as I keep telling you guys, we have to see everything that's going on. There can be no question. At the end, you will see and right from wrong. You will be able to see the overreach, the abuse of power. You will see, you will smell, you will feel the oppression. You will feel the othernessness that people are being subjected to, being treated as. And it's ongoing. It's ongoing until we stand together. We are going to be facing these perils. Okay. I think Beautiful Girl asked this question too. Has Judge Cahill, this is the judge that's overseeing the George Floyd trial, has Judge Cahill been compromised? Now, I don't know why this question is being asked, but I don't shy away from the questions, so I will ask it. Has Judge Cahill in the George Floyd trial been compromised? Has Judge Cahill in the George Floyd trial been compromised? Here we go. First card out, we get the Fool. Folly, mania. This is extravagance, intoxication, crossed by the Queen of Cups. This is a good, fair, honest woman, a giver, a mother. This is a nurturer. The third card, we get the Five of Pentacles. The destitution, the left out in the card cold, inverted. The Five of Pentacles, inverted, reads disorder, chaos, ruin, and discord. The fourth card, the distant past. Has Judge Cahill been compromised? Fourth card, we get the Page of Wands, the opulent heralder. This is news that is going to be screamed from the rooftops. The fifth card, the recent past events. We get the Prison card, tied and bound. The Nine of Swords reads, the Eight of Swords reads, bad news, violent chagrin, crisis, conflict, and sickness. The sixth card, future influence. We get the King of Cups. This is a good, fair, honest man, a businessman. Okay, let's go ahead and pull all 10. Is Judge Cahill in the George Floyd case, has he been compromised? The seventh card, we get the Seven of Cups, the illusion, delusion. Now you see me, now you don't. The eighth card, we get the Five of Swords. And guys, I want you to notice, we don't have a lot, but we do have a couple. The Five of Swords, this is people laying down their, this is the mutiny card. People walking away from a bad leader. The ninth card, oh my goodness, I did not see this coming. We got the Wheel of Fortune. Maybe that's why we got the Five of Swords, people walking away. But Tarot is saying yes, that Judge Cahill has been compromised. And the 10th card, the final card, we get the Two of Pentacles, the Juggler card. The Two of Pentacles is gaiety, recreation, connectedness, news, written messages, obstacles, agitation, and trouble. Okay? So, that was an excellent question, and that was a crazy answer. But let me read this to you. Now, the question was, has Judge Cahill been compromised? The first two cards we got the Queen of Cups, good, fair, honest woman, crossed by the Fool, folly, mania, extremism. Above, we get the left out in the cold in reverse. Trouble is coming. It's going to be shouted from the rooftops. This news is going to come out. It is going to land some people in prison. This is the prison card. I don't believe that whatever is going on with Cahill is going to have that great of an effect on the outcome of the trial, since they already mischarged him. The sixth card, we get the King of Cups. The King of Cups is a good man, a good, smart king, fair, man of business, law, responsible, creative. This must be the judge. That is in his future influence. And then we get into the trickery, the illusion, delusion. The Five of Swords, laying down your weapons and walking away from a leader. Then we get the Wheel of Fortune, the Karma card. The Wheel of Fortune reads destiny, fortune, success, and luck. But this is a yes, saying that Cahill has been compromised. But there's a lot of things that are still not balanced. So we're going to have to watch this to the end, guys. I don't know what him being compromised can do unless he takes the sentencing away from the jury. Okay, that was interesting. My next card is, did Mrs. Chauvin file for divorce to save herself? Now, the question was asked this way. Did Mrs. Chauvin file for divorce to save herself or to save their assets? But those are both yes, no questions. I can't ask them together. So I will ask it this way. Did Mrs. Chauvin file for divorce to protect herself, as she says she did? She said that he was abusive, that he was controlling, and she left that was her easiest opportunity to get away from him. So, did Mrs. Chauvin file for divorce to protect herself from Derek Chauvin? Here we go. First card, we get the Knight of Swords. This is rushing forward as if going to war. She did it as quickly as she possibly could. We get the Eight of Rods. This is more information coming in quickly. Both of these cards, this is about stuff happening quickly, and this War card. So she might have been in danger for a long time. And this is more stuff happening rapidly. The third card, the Goal or Destiny, we get Death. Oh my gosh, guys, I am fearing she was literally in fear of her own life and had been for a while. The fourth card, the Distant Past, she gets the Chariot, another war card. I'm feeling that her life with Derek Chauvin was war, and it was not, there was no happy family there. The fifth card, we get the Six of Pentacles. Again, the cheerful giver. I believe Derek Chauvin had control over all of the finances. She had to beg him for everything. He held everything. She was a prisoner in her own house. He was the emperor. He controlled every aspect. His arrest was it was her first opportunity for her to get out safely. The seventh card, did Derek Chauvin's wife file for divorce to protect herself? We get the Two of Swords, the Crossroads. The Two of Swords, conformity, courage, friendship, affection. This was her courage. This was her opportunity to stand up for herself and to get away. The eighth card, we get the Page of Pentacles. Again, more news coming out. The Page of Pentacles, study, application, scholarship, reflection, a bringer of news, rule and management. The ninth card, we get the Two of Cups. Okay, the question is, did Mrs. Chauvin file for divorce to protect herself? Okay, here's the partnership she was in with Derek Chauvin. That was the partnership that she was leaving. And we got Death twice, guys. Okay, so Tarot is saying Mrs. Chauvin left him. She left him because she was in danger. She was very much in her own life was in danger and had been. She has been living in terror of Derek Chauvin. He is just like his name says, he is a chauvinist. Names, guys, names, listen to names. They can tell you a lot about a person's character. And it's not even a stretch. It really isn't. So, yes, I think it was Beautiful Girl who asked this question. Yes, Mrs. Chauvin filed for divorce to protect herself. Her life was in danger as well, and he had been using her as a punching bag. Yes, he has. He was verbally abusive, he was physically abusive, and he was emotionally abusive. Derek Chauvin is not in any way, shape, or form a decent human being. He is not. Woo! All right. My next question is from Laura C. And Laura would like to know, will Bill Barr be disbarred and investigated? Will Bill Barr be disbarred and investigated? Excellent question, Laura. Will Bill Barr be disbarred, and investigated? Yes or no question. Should be investigated and disbarred, but I believe Tarot understands what we're saying. Will Bill Barr be investigated and subsequently disbarred? And I know everybody's really anxious to why nothing's happening. Guys, things are happening. You're just not hearing about it, okay? And when you do hear about it, it's because the investigation is over or almost over. Okay, will Bill Barr be investigated and disbarred? First card out. Get the Four of Cups. The offer that one doesn't want, crossed by. The Two of Rods, holding the weight of the world in his hands. Oh, big decisions. But he made some big changes. He made some big crimes. Okay, third card. Will Bill Barr be investigated and disbarred? What's above him is heartbreak. The Three of Swords. Heartbreak is removal, absence, delay, division, and rupture. Fourth card. Will Bill Barr be investigated and disbarred? We get the Ten of Swords, the end of the cycle. This is death. This is all 10 swords being plunged into the back of Bill Barr. The fifth card, recent past. Get that crossroads again. Things are going to come to a head. The Two of Swords, the conformity, courage, friendship, affection, and intimacy. This is conformity, though. This is things having to come back to center, to be made right. To conform to the norms, not to what 45's administration turned normal into. The sixth card, and this was Bill Barr, this was him in the administration. He was that steadfast warrior. He was the one waiting for further instructions. Okay? Seventh card, will Bill Barr be investigated and disbarred? There's our answer, guys. Yes. Yes, he will. And look at the sword there, guys. That's who he was protecting. This sword is not only going to take down the head that wore the crown, it's going to take down all those heads that propped up that crown. So, yes, Bill Barr will be investigated. Bill Barr will be disbarred. Guys, and I know it's hard. It's hard to wait. It sucks to wait. But we must be patient. We'll get to see a lot of it happen, guys. We'll get to see a lot of it happen. And some of it will just wake up and people will have been arrested and thrown in jail. That's really how some of this is going to happen. Okay, my next question is from Tammy J. And this is a kind of a metaphysical question. Does the universe destroy corrupt or low vibrational beings? This is an excellent question, Tammy. So, when we're talking about the universe and we're talking about our souls, each one of us came here because we wanted to be here. Okay? Some of us have been in a reincarnation cycle over and over again, and we just keep coming through as different sexes, different people, different colors, different socioeconomic backgrounds. We have something to learn. And that's usually why most of us come here, is to exist in the free will planet that this is. Because here, you can literally do whatever you want to do. Bad, good, or indifferent. And nobody's going to stop you. The only thing that you have to worry about is your own karma. Okay? So that's kind of what this question is about. So this question is, does the universe destroy corrupt or low vibrational beings? The universe doesn't destroy. The universe creates. Okay? There is negativity, there is positivity. But they are both energy. And they are both low vibrational. if you want to say you want to be an ascended master, you have a high vibration. That means that you're not dealing with the pettiness of lying and envy and jealousy and rage and all the things that mean nothing except on this planet. Okay? Those things that do nothing but broil people into a stew of despair. Okay, that's what low vibration is. That is things that keep you down, that keep you in a slave matrix. Our journey here is to free ourselves from the bondage of the slavery of this planet, which starts with money. It really does, because they have made that the central of our life on this planet. Each one of us is a slave to money, except for those people who have learned how to live completely without it. Okay? And it kind of seems crazy, but that's kind of where we got to be. Think about this. Somebody invented money. It was an idea. It still is an idea, just like cryptocurrency is. It's an idea, but it is a control, and it's something that puts a price on each of our heads, our value, how much we're worth. This is what has to change. So, Tammy, no, the universe does not destroy. Low vibrational beings will just remain low vibrational. And when things change, those things that are low vibrational will not ascend to the next level. I hope that explains, and I hope I wasn't too wordy. Okay, my last question for today is from Gayleen M. And Gayleen would like to know, are there any weather concerns for New England and Cape Cod? And I'll say, let's see, I'll try to go out throughout the end of April and to the first week of May. Are there any weather concerns for Cape Cod and New England? Yes, there are. There is another nor'easter that's going to pick up. It's going to come up the coastline a little bit later in the month. It's going to spring up. Some weird thunderstorms coming out of the coast. It's going to travel up the coast. It's going to be a water event, wind and water, lots of rain, flooding, maybe even some mudslides. But it's going to be some very, very, very wet weather for New England and the Cape Cod area in the next 2 to 3 weeks. That there's going to be a big storm that's going to dump a lot of water in New England, up the eastern seaboard. It's going to be a very wet. I want to say from below, from Philadelphia or Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, all the way up to Maine, to Canada. It's going to be very wet up along that coast. And the little, on the islands that are off the coast are going to get hit very hard. The little islands off the coast of Maine, the islands off the coast of North Carolina, these little islands that are in the ocean not far from the mainland are going to be inundated with water, as well as the eastern seaboard. But there's a row of tornadoes that is going to go across the Midwest. Tornado season is going to start early, and it is going to be devastating this year. Make sure that you have what you need. If you live in Tornado Alley, or if you live where tornadoes are prevalent, be aware that there will be more formed tornadoes, more that are on the ground, more that are causing damage. We are going to have a lot of wind, a lot of rain. Okay? All right. Just be prepared. Okay? There is another big storm coming. It will cause tornadoes in the heartland, and it will cause very, very wet flooding, water damage issues up and down the eastern seaboard. Okay, guys. I think I'm going to save this next question until Wednesday. I love you guys. I love you. And I want to thank every one of you for being here with me. I appreciate you. And I am feeling so much better. Every day I feel like I'm getting a little bit stronger. So thank you for your continued prayers and your outreach. I appreciate every one of you. And I am still taking I am still doing the free reading, so if you would like to get a free reading from me, please hit me on my email, psychictanya9@gmail.com, all lowercases. Send me an email. I'll tell you what I have available, and we can go from there. All right, everybody. Have a fantastic rest of the day. I love you. Remember, when you have your mask on, people can't see your smile. So let them know. Let them know that you're happy. Let them know that let them know how you are. Use your voice. Use your words. Let your eyes smile. People can tell you're smiling by looking in your eyes. And this is what these masks are doing. They are forcing us to look each other in the eye. They are forcing us to notice more than just the countenance. We actually have to connect. When somebody's face is covered, we have to connect on a deeper level. And it's actually a whole lot easier. So, take your best self with you. Smile with your eyes. Smile with your whole being. Be a blessing to someone, anyone. Be a blessing to yourself. As much as I ask you to love others, please don't neglect yourself. You are all you have. I love you. I love you. I love you. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.